What's up, y'all? So today I felt compelled to make a video regarding feminine hygiene. I know I have a very big male following, but please, if there are any ladies out there and if you guys have any girlfriends, sisters, cousins, friends, join them in here because it is so important for us to talk about female hygiene, especially to the young ladies out there who are coming into their own and reaching that point in their life where they're at puberty and they need to learn how to take care of themselves. Growing up, I've always had older women in my life who have taught me how to take care of myself. So I just have a few tips for you guys today. Number one, keeping your pH balanced is so super important because it does regulate your hoo-ha. That's what we're going to call it, your hoo-ha. It regulates your hoo-ha down there, and it does affect the way it smells and tastes for some of you freaks out there. Yes, it does. So it is super important to constantly have a healthy diet. You don't have to be vegan, but what I'm saying is the more poor your diet is, your body is going to react to it. Same thing when you're eating bad, you gain weight or you're just, your body just takes a toll. Same thing with your insides. And here is my theory. Clean on the outside does not mean clean on the inside. So just like you take care and you get all pretty on the outside, ladies, you got to make sure that your hoo-ha is pretty as well. Okay, so a great diet, a great healthy diet is very important. Lots of fruits and vegetables. Please drink plenty of water during the day because it not only, your body is mostly made up, from what I understand, of H2O. So you want to continue to keep yourself, your body and your insides moisturized. Definitely keep yourself hydrated. Just like your mouth dries up, sometimes there are some women out there who's dried up down there too. And I mean, there are certain issues that people have when it comes to that. So just always have a great diet. Always, just stay hydrated, drink a lot of water. Just make sure that you're maintaining yourself. Also, it is good to make sure that you have some type of probiotic in your diet. A lot of people, like growing up when I was younger and when I was getting to that stage, I was told to eat a lot of yogurt. What's important is to make sure that if you are getting that good bacteria, which is called acidophilus, it is in yogurt, but you want to make sure that you're eating yogurt that does not have added sugar to it because sugar can actually, get fed and can overreact and cause a lot of issues down there. So if you're prone to infections, if you are prone to irritability down there and you want to take in some extra vitamins, definitely get into probiotics. There's also prebiotics out there. There are vitamins out there that have probiotic and prebiotics in them. That is super important to have good bacteria in your body because it does regulate your overall pH. It's not medicinal. It is a supplement. It doesn't cure, BV. It doesn't cure yeast infections or anything like that, but it helps regulate your body so that you have a lesser chance of going through those things because it is uncomfortable. And I am 37 years old, and yes, in my lifetime, I have gone through that, and it is not comfortable. It is really not comfortable, and I had to learn the hard way that is so important to make sure that you have healthy things in your body. Also, I want to make a note that you want to make sure that if you are taking birth control pills can also cause yeast infections. It has caused, I have gotten yeast infections from using birth controls. Now, the reason why that happens is because sometimes when a birth control has too much estrogen, it may be too much for you to handle, and then your body can kind of overreact and throw off your pH. So when I was on birth control, when I first started getting on birth control, I had to adjust my pills like 3 times because I was so prone because it was too much estrogen for my body. So talk to your doctor and just talk to them about the estrogen levels that are in your and your birth control if it's giving you issues. If it's not giving you issues, then great. But I do know that, like myself and a lot of other women, they have experienced having a little bit of an imbalance, which can start causing some discomfort down there. So definitely beware of that. Also, ladies, please stop wearing jeans or pants that are way too tight for comfort. Let me tell you why. Because when you have very tight jeans, very tight pants that you cannot breathe in, you are trapping moisture and heat towards your hoo-ha. And let's say you're wet or whatever the case may be, that heat and that moisture can definitely bring about infections. Now, I am not a doctor, but I am a female and I have experienced these things before, and it is not fun to have. So it's super important to make sure that you have the proper attire on. If you're wearing panties, thongs, whatever the case may be, make sure that you're using fabrics that are breathable. I do not suggest that you wear something like silk or something that's hard to dry up, because sitting around in heat and moisture all day can definitely give you some discomfort. So with that being said, also, when you're swimming or when you are exercising, bring yourself an extra pair of undies. Make sure that you change, because the more you sit in that moisture and that heat, it will eventually give you some issues. That does not do well, especially if you are prone to infections. You do not want to sit in that moisture, because that is just going to allow you to be dry down there, to be irritated, itchy, get yeast infections. That bacteria is going to start overreacting to the point where it's going to give you issues, and you do not want that. So whenever you're swimming or you're exercising, just make sure that you change yourself, or go straight home and take a quick shower, change it to some clean undies, and make sure that most of the time it's cotton. Now, I have a mixture of a bunch of different ones. I have cotton, I have lace, which is one of my favorites, and they are breathable. It's not like it's thick material, but you don't want to always constantly have the same thing. You want to switch up, because you want to make sure that your body is comfortable with what you're wearing. So, also, I want to be very, very, very clear about this next tip. Ladies, do not, by any means, do not douche. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, they are these little liquid-filled bottles with a long stick that you stick up there, squeeze the bottle, and it's supposed to shower your hoo-ha. Let me tell you something. You should not be sticking anything up there, especially if there is any fragrances in it or anything like that. Trust me, ladies, you are not asking for coconut fragrant hoo-has. You are asking for an infection. Do not stick anything up there that is going to cause you problems, okay? You do not, even when you're showering and you're using soap, do not put soap in there. It will cause burning. It will cause infections for sure. It will absolutely cause yeast infections. Now, I don't do it. I've never done it, but I know females who have. And let me tell you something. When you have that much moisture inside there, and then you're sitting in some panties, and then you have all that heat and that moisture, and you have fragrance in there, that is a bombshell for an infection. Ladies, please don't do it. I personally, when I shower, I use organic soap. I do not use anything else. I do not stick anything up there. I make sure that I try to have a healthy diet. I try to make sure that I do whatever I can to make sure that I keep myself healthy, but by any means do not do anything that's going to cause you to have any type of infections when it comes to doing anything down there. Don't douche. Don't spray anything down there. Don't stick soap up in there. Please do not do it. Okay? There are a lot of things out there that, oh, it's tropical punch and coconut. Let me tell you guys something. And this is the God to honest truth. Every female has a distinctive scent. Not to be confused with funk or smell, but we all have a natural scent. You are not born with your hoo-ha smelling like the tropics. We all have a natural born scent, and as long as you keep yourself healthy, it will not cross that border of funk or stink. Okay? So just make sure that you remain healthy so you can keep your hoo-ha healthy. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself down there so you don't have any issues in the long run. Also, my last tip but not least, when you guys are shaving, ladies and some gents too, when you guys are shaving down there, I know a lot of people who shave come across ingrown hairs. What you put on next really determines how that affects you. So when you're shaving, you want to make sure that after you shave, you are exfoliating your skin down there so you can free those pores from any dead skin cells that can cause ingrown hairs, because that is exactly what it is. Ingrown hairs are hairs that cannot come out through your pores because there is dead skin there that is blocking it. So you want to make sure that you're exfoliating with a natural or organic exfoliator, nothing too abrasive. There are soap bars out there that have exfoliators in them, so you do want to use that. If you have a gentle body scrub, definitely use that, and just make sure that you exfoliate after you shave. Once you shave, especially ladies, because this is not cute, especially in the bikini line area, when you are shaving, whatever you do, do not put on any tight clothes right afterwards. And this is why. When you shave down there, you want to allow your hair to grow back without any irritation and without any ingrowns. When you're wearing tight undies, when you're wearing tight jeans, it causes your skin to be so close to that clothing that your hair does not have any room to grow, so it's going to grow inward. That's another reason why we have ingrown hairs. So if you love skinny jeans, if you love tights, just make sure that they fit right, that you're not out here wearing something too skinny, too tight, to the point where, you know, you're not allowing your stuff to breathe. Okay? So please leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Let me know if this was helpful to you. I personally feel like there needs to be more conversations about feminine hygiene and just, you know, a lot of the women things that we go through out there. Some people may think it's taboo, but it's not. There's a lot of young women out there who need this type of education. And maybe they can pass that on to someone else who may need this type of education as well. And if you guys out there are interested as well, this is helpful for you guys also to understand a little bit of what women go through. And if you guys have girlfriends and if you care about their hoo-ha enough, you want to continue to encourage them to take care of it as well, because them taking care of their hoo-ha takes care of your hoo-ho. Okay? So if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel, hit like and share, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time.